Hello there, my name is Romulus Abila. I'm a professor of environmental biology and ecology in the School of Natural Resources at Maasai Mara University, and I'm also the director of Board of Postgraduate Studies. Today I wanted to introduce the 6th International Conference that Maasai Mara University will be holding from 28th to 30th of June. And the theme of this international conference is Research, Innovation, and Infrastructural Preparedness for Emerging Global Challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, the COVID-19 pandemic has brought about fundamental and probably reversible paradigm of how humans and the natural environment are going to relate going forward. So there's need for new innovative thinking and development of infrastructure to prepare humanity for this emerging and probably challenge that is going to be with us for quite some time. So there's need to rethink how we have been relating with the natural environment and come up with the innovative ways of dealing with the emerging socio-economic outcomes of this pandemic. So it's against this background that Maasai Mara University has found it appropriate to theme their 6th International Conference around this. So the international conference that will be running for 3 days, as I've mentioned, will bring or is bringing together scientists, students, practitioners, policymakers, and opinion leaders to discuss and deliberate on how current research and even past research, how that can be interpreted in terms of coming up with innovative ways to combat this emerging challenge. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the expected outcome of this conference is that at the end of all the deliberations, we'll have a synthesis that can be packaged as a product on how society, with the probably reference to the Kenyan society, but even the global society, what infrastructural preparations we need to put in place to enable humanity adapt to this new challenge, and what needs to be done, and how maybe perhaps existing ways of doing things, how they need to be looked at afresh and probably changed so that we adapt to this new normal. Now, the conference is organized around 3 sub-themes that together actually address the wide span of what affects humans in terms of socio-economic and environmental spheres. Our first theme is on tourism, hospitality, and leisure in a post-pandemic world. So under this theme, scientists and practitioners and policymakers are going to discuss how we need to move the tourism and hospitality sector forward. Of course, we are all aware that this is one of the sectors that have been very much affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. So there's need, of course, to come up with, for example, innovative tourism products, for example, leveraging on virtual tourism and so on. The second sub-theme of the conference is on building resilient systems to respond to environmental shocks in health, agriculture, natural resources, and economic systems. So again, here, this need to relook at current research and even past research findings. How can we interpret them in terms of resilience to current and probably other emerging pandemics? Then the sub-theme of this conference is adapting to new normal in academic environment. We want to look at how our education system has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and what opportunities in terms of maybe new pedagogical skills that can be adapted and what are the prospects. So this conference, ladies and gentlemen, has attracted about 130 presentations from diverse fields, as well as 3 keynote presentations that will be presented by scientists from the UK, Canada, Uganda, and South Africa. So we welcome you to this conference, and we look forward to 3 days of very productive deliberations. Thank you, Asanteni, and Karibu.
I'm Dr. Aloys Osano, the Director Research and Innovation in Maasai Mara University. I'm doubling up as the Secretary or Head of Secretariat of the upcoming 6th Maasai Mara University Annual International Conference, which will be held between that is 28th to 30th June 2021 within the main campus. But this conference is purely virtual, and we are looking forward to having it happen. The main theme of this, the theme of the conference is research and innovation in infrastructural preparedness for emerging global challenges. Remember, the main outputs of research and it's actually innovations, and innovations is what goes to sorting out or solving the emerging global challenges. So this conference is providing a platform for researchers across the globe to share their research outputs. Now, the main output from this kind of endeavor should be a policy. A policy should be developed from this to go a long way in tracking down these aspects shared in this conference for use within society to solve these emerging global challenges. Now, the sub-themes of the conference is tourism, hospitality, and leisure in post-pandemic world. And that's number one. Number two, building resilient systems to respond to environmental shocks in health, agriculture, natural resources, and economic systems. And the third one is adapting to the new normal in the academic environment. That is challenges, prospects, and opportunities. Now you can see overally a white paper should be developed at the end of the conference, cascading these outputs and outcomes of this conference to society, because governments should come in and use the white paper to help develop systems within society in preparedness for any upcoming global challenges. Like you can see, COVID-19 caught the world by surprise, and you can see the devastating kind of effects it has really done. Up to now we are under that COVID. Now in this conference, so many of course outputs which we may term as innovations will be shared, and of course they will be critiqued and and corrected in any way, so that they come out, the resolutions should come out in a very strong kind of format, in readiness for consumption by society. So as a university, Maasai Mara, we have had quite a number of innovations which have been developed and which are helping the university mitigate the COVID-19 pandemic, and actually any other upcoming challenges within our society. So at this juncture, then I welcome more participants and of course and partners to help us solve or effectively deliver at this kind of conference. This conference has attracted, both local, regional, and international, presenters, and also our, guest speaker and the 3 keynote speakers are from across the globe. Like now, the guest speaker is from Canada, while the 3 keynotes, speakers are from Uganda, South Africa, and the UK. So you can see the conference has got a global face. So welcome all. Thanks for your time.